And here we go for Heat 3 of the Minimax race here in Killarney, round 2 of the Rotax National Championship. Joey Ools on pole ahead of Tate Bishop, Leighton Freed, Daniel De Paiva, Akil Alubai and Kai Funzel. They start on their fastest laps during the race. And let's see how they go here. Joey Ools leads them away as they head down into turn 1. There's not much shuffling until roundabout now. Leighton Free tries to go around the outside. Not a great idea as it gives Akil Alibi the opportunity up the inside. Jared Oberski having a fantastic start up into 4th place behind Leighton Free.
Now Jared Oberski getting a boost of performance and just getting a little bit excited, diving into 4th, better than the last race where he went and dropped right back down the grid. He's ready for a fight now.
And it seems like they've done a bit of work on that chassis because he is fast enough to be there and fast enough to get past as he chases onto the back of Leighton Free.
Leighton Free doing everything he can to try and make his way around. Alibi under pressure and now loses out
a little bit of a shove there from Free. Looked like it sent Akil just slightly wide. Maybe a bit of a driver error there from Leighton, or maybe just Akil Alibi a little bit too late on the brakes and running wide on his own. Difficult to see from behind the tyres there, but already Joseph Ools checking out. Tate Bishop up the inside of both Jared and Akil. A very, very audacious move there from Tate, but it works out for him to go up just behind Jared Roberski in 4th.
Well, you can see Bishop is no holds bars in going for the kill, and now is chasing down Jared Oberski with a vengeance.
Akil Alibi looks like he's been relegated down to 6th already by Kai Funzel, trying to make his way back up onto this moving pack.
As you can see, Oberski looking behind him, lying in 3rd place, knowing Bishop's right behind him, looking to remove him from that spot, and is really battling his way around. Alibi now catching onto the back and wants to rejoin the battle.
Leighton Free now showing a bit of pace like he does in Northern Regions, getting away from the second group. Let's see if he can get onto the back of Joseph Wolf and make it a bit of a race. Joey's had a very, very boring afternoon in both Heat 1 and Heat 2. I'm sure he's looking forward to a dice for the last race.
Now it's going to turn into quite a thing, but just keeping an eye on the battle. Jared Oberski still playing a very defensive game. Bishop losing out of position and getting put out wide
by Kai Funzel there, and it's allowed Akil Alibi to get up the inside of him as well as they head into the chicane. So Bishop getting relegated there 2 places in space of 2 corners.
Well, that's one thing. Bishop doing everything he can, Alibi trying as much as he can, and Oberski looking behind him, just going, come on guys, leave me alone now.
Leighton has now seemed to have checked out away from Oberski, putting in the laps that we normally see from him again in Northern Regions, where he does dominate down there the same way Joey Ools is doing this weekend. And it looks like the two of them are going to have a very lonely Heat 3 as Kai Funzel makes the move on Jared Oberski.
Funzel going and making the move, getting past, locking it in, making sure Oberski can't get by. And that's unfortunately got Oberski looking behind him to see Alibi and Bishop sitting in the wings.
That DAW striking yellow of that card is difficult not to miss him, but Akil Alibi looking to get onto the back of him and see if he can get some more positions back.
This is going to be quite an interesting battle, but Oberski is not done yet, looking to fight back and doing everything he can, getting right onto the back bumper, looking left and right for a kink in the armor.
Jared Oberski, a driver that lost out at the African Open to Jaden Arson in the closing stages of the race at Swakups there. A very, very fast driver normally. He's definitely looking menacing there as Tate Bishop gets up the inside of Akil Alibi into turn 1.
You can see Bishop and Alibi duking it out throughout the
making a move there for 3rd place as he's done on Kai Funzel, and he's got it stick. He got through the second 180 without Kai having to have a cutback on him, and let's see if he can get his head down and get away from this gaggle behind him. Maybe Tate moving onto the back of Kai will help that.
But take a look at Joseph Ools, who's just pulling away from the grid as they go and move up through the laps here at Killarney.
Starting to remind me of the old days of watching Michael Schumacher in a Formula 1 car just disappear all on his own and the camera barely sees him.
So put it modern day, Lewis Hamilton.
Let's not talk about that, Kai Funzel now looking to get past Jared Oberski as Tate Bishop gets up the inside of Akil Alibi. Can't make the move stick, and that looked like it may be a nose cone penalty. These carts run nose cones that if they get clipped in, you get an immediate penalty. So Tate just touching wheels there could have cost him a 10-second penalty. Let's have a look now if we can get a close look as he comes past. No, everything seems fine. That nose cone hasn't clipped in just yet.
The rules of engagement are very strict here in karting and absolutely stunning. So even if you bump and barge, you got to be very careful how you do it. Otherwise, landing up with a penalty, you can go from first to last in a matter of seconds.
Looking at how close these carts are running from, for instance, from 3rd down to, it would take you down to 11th or 12th on the grid.
Unbelievable. And just take a look, Oberski trying everything he can to hold, but Van Zyl doing a massive fight back and wants to move up.
Quick glimpse there of Ethan Coetzee now as he goes through turn 1. But Kai van Zyl looking up the inside of Jared Oberski. Jared just ran a little bit wide there. It's a bit tight into the second 180, but they seem to make it through there. Akil Alibi now looking to get past Jared as he bogs coming out of that corner after the contact with Kai. It was a little bit tight, a little bit scary there, but they seem to have all managed to stay on the track. Tate Bishop looking very menacing there behind Akil Alibi as well. And this has just brought a whole gaggle of carts onto the back. I see Sibo Solomon there and Daniel De Pava involved in this argument.
Well, you can just take a look that Solomon is having a huge amount of fun. Roberski takes a look behind him just to see that Bishop is sitting in the wings, also looking to try and make his way around.
I see young Liam De Beer there also getting involved in this dogfight just behind Tate Bishop as they head into turn 1. Sibo Solomon also looking up the inside of Tate Bishop as they head down now into the second 180. Kai van Zyl relegated from 4th down to 6th in the space of a corner. Sibo Solomon also looking to get past him as they head into the second 180. It's just movement all over. It's difficult to judge. We'll have to wait for them to settle down and see where they end up.
Leighton Fourie all by himself in second place, and he's just sticking away from the battle. He doesn't want to be sucked into it, otherwise he's got to work extremely hard.
Poor Tate Bishop now dropped all the way down to 7th place, just ahead of 6th place, just ahead of Daniel Pava. And it was just a gaggle of a lap. It was passing every single corner. It's amazing to see the racecraft of these youngsters. Akil Alibi up the inside of Jared Oberski. Jared Oberski gets the cutback done, and this allows Kai van Zyl up the inside for the first 180 on Akil. Unable to get it done. Tate Bishop making a move there with Daniel De Pava. No moves changed. No positions changed just yet.
Oberski getting a big scare there as he suddenly had everyone trying to go after him on both sides.
It seems he's lost a bit of pace now because the group seems to be coming onto him quite aggressively. If anything should go wrong, if Akil maybe gives him a bit of a shove on a move or anyway, he's going backwards and going to go backwards fast.
Well, that's one thing. There isn't much room for mistakes, and unfortunately, you can see Akil Alibi doing everything he can to try and force Roberski to have a mistake.
But Jared's a wise little driver. He'll keep it defensive, but Akil doesn't need much space to get past, and he gets the move done. This allowed Tate Bishop up the inside as well as Kai van Zyl. Daniel De Pava joining the party as well. He's gone back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places in the space of a corner. Liam De Beer also joining the party now, but Jared manages to hold him off there in the second 180. 5 places in 1 corner. That's how close these carts run, nose to tail. Well, besides the 2 in the front.
Well, the whole thing is to just go and battle it out, and it's all about the driver. And Akil Alibi now leading the pack and has to try and pull away from Bishop, who's pulling the rest along to try and get past him.
This is basically a race for third now, as there's not much they can do about the 2 in front. They have absolutely checked out. Joseph Will and Nathan Free as Akil's gone from 3rd now down to dicing with Sibo Solomon down in the 4th and 5th place.
The guys are absolutely duking it out. You can see Akil Alibi just trying to keep it neat, trying to keep it clean, and having lots of pressure behind him. Bishop also struggling to maintain his position in the dogfight.
Sibo Solomon not allowing Akil any sort of room to get past him. As soon as Akil gets past, Sibo's right back at him in the very next corner. But here's a good move from Akil. It's allowed Daniel De Pava up the inside as well. Job done, and Jared Oberski gets a move there as well on him. This is reminiscent of the old GP Junior days when we had 40 carts in the grid. If you lost 1 place, you lost 10.
Well, that's one thing. I mean, when you go and have this many carts and phenomenal drivers all out on the circuit, you can go and land up in last position with a blink of an eye. And these youngsters are showing exactly what South African talent can do.
Sibo Solomon very aggressive on the pass moves there. Having a look again at Jared Roberski. He gets it up the inside, but it's just not enough. And Jared's is able to run around the outside and back past him in the second 180. Giving him a little bit of curve there and a little bit of giving himself a little bit of breathing room.
And that's one thing. Jared playing very, very defensive now, but just Akil Alibi going and charging ahead and breaking away from the pack.
Tate Bishop there in 3rd seems to have broken the elastic on Kai van Zyl, and he's just eked out a big enough gap to break the slipstream and allow him a bit of breathing room. I don't think Kai's going to be able to chase that down with the chasing pack of Akil and Daniel Barber right behind him.
That's one thing you got to do. You got to keep on trucking, get back into that slipstream and get pulling it. And just take a look at Solomon. He's doing everything he can behind Roberski as well.
Jared Roberski at least had a bit of turning pace in the beginning. Unfortunately, getting mugged by all the drivers. Sibo again very aggressive on the brakes. Doesn't quite get next to the carts in front of him, but manages to muscle his way up next to Jared Roberski.
Well, that's one thing. Jared has to work for this one. He got the taste of being right up in third and then dropping all the way back, and now has to duke his way back up. And Solomon is going, not a chance, my friend, I'm coming with you.
And it's just not allowing him enough time to get a rhythm and get back onto the group. Seaberg always putting his nose in it, just putting Jared off just that half a second a lap and allowing the guys in front to get away.
Absolutely phenomenal. As the laps count down, you can see Jared taking a look over his shoulder just to see Seba Solomon going once again to try and to act for that position. And lining up side by side again.
Move again into the first 180s as he did the lap before. Jared unfortunately runs a little bit wide. That's allowed Liam De Beer to go around the outside of him. And job not quite done. Jared very aggressive there on the apex, maintained his speed and said, buddy, this is my corner. You're not coming past me.
De Beer now looking to get past the two, but just take a look at the battle ahead of us. Absolutely amazing to see all these drivers doing everything they can to keep on going.
Two men we haven't said much about, or the two young boys we haven't said much about or haven't seen, is Joey Ools and Leighton Free. They've checked out from the rest. Joey absolutely miles ahead of Leighton Free, and Leighton Free another few miles ahead of the rest of the guys. It's the last lap now. Daniel De Pava looking to make one more move for the race to get past Akil Alibi. Akil a little bit too smart for that. Blocks him there, and in the second 180 showing the knowledge he's learned. Joey Ools just going past the screen there. And as we count, a calendar month before Leighton Free goes past again.
Getting round about 6 seconds difference between the two, and it's turning into quite a battle. But here comes Joseph Ools to come across the line. Big smiles and made a massive headway.
Absolutely dominated the weekend with qualifying and 3 wins.
While Leighton Free going and finishing up in second, followed by Tate Bishop in third.
It went very well. We found the pace overall. It was, again, like last race, extremely grippy out there. We were hopping and bouncing. We gave it our all. I think I couldn't have done anything better.
Second in the race, I tried to catch up. I tried to stay with Joseph, and unfortunately I couldn't stay with him. And I was just cruising. I looked behind, and car was very far and tight, and I just cruised through the race.